Who deserves the Iron Throne? Nobody. But who deserves our purest hate? From the mildly annoying to the truly monstrous. Today, we're ranking the most despised characters in Game of Thrones, and trust me, some of these picks will burn you more than Dragonfire. Game of Thrones wasn't just a show, it was a cultural wildfire. Dragons, politics, death, and some of the most hate-worthy characters in TV history. But what makes a character truly hateful? Is it the cruelty, the manipulation, or maybe the betrayal of everything we thought they stood for? Today, we're diving deep into fan opinion and critical analysis to rank Westeros' worst. From annoying to outright evil. These characters didn't just cross the line, they dragged it, skinned it, and laughed while doing it. Joffrey Baratheon, the golden-haired monster child. From the moment he ordered Ned Stark's execution, fans were begging for his downfall. He humiliated Sansa, murdered prostitutes for fun, and abused power at every turn, yet still had the nerve to act like a spoiled brat. He wasn't just evil, he was punch-the-screen annoying. Ramsay Bolton. If Joffrey was evil, Ramsay was evil with an instruction manual. Torturing Theon into becoming Reek was just the beginning. He hunted women for sport, fed people to dogs, and raped Sansa while smiling. He didn't just crave power, he thrived on cruelty. Every second he was alive felt like a personal insult to justice. Ollie. Now hear me out. He's just a kid, right? But fans hated Ollie for one reason. He stabbed Jon Snow, right in the gut. After Jon saved his life, he betrayed the most beloved character in the show because of misplaced revenge. And worst of all, that bitter glare he gave after the stabbing, that glare still lives rent-free in fans' nightmares. Rose Bolton. Ramsay may have done the dirty work, but Rose was the original traitor. He orchestrated the Red Wedding by betraying Robb Stark, a guest under his protection, then drove the knife in himself. He didn't scream, didn't gloat, just cold-blooded murder with a whisper.
The Lannisters send their regards.
The North remembers, and so do the fans. Ellaria Sand. Driven by vengeance, Ellaria crossed the line by targeting the innocent. Her kiss of death on young Myrcella Baratheon? Chilling. It wasn't justice, it was cruelty disguised as revenge. Fans couldn't forget that moment, and when she later suffered poetic justice in the dungeons of Cersei, some even called it karma. Walder Frey. The most unforgettable betrayal in the series. He smiled as he slaughtered Robb, Talisa, and Catelyn Stark during the Red Wedding. Under the sacred protection of guest rights, no less. Walder didn't just betray a family, he shattered a fandom. And when Arya carved his legacy into his throat, it felt like the universe finally righted itself. The master manipulators. These weren't the mad dogs of Westeros. They were the whisperers, the plotters, the power-hungry vipers, and they were deadly in their subtlety. Peter Littlefinger Baelish. He wasn't a warrior. He didn't need to be. He caused the entire War of the Five Kings just by spreading lies. He sold Sansa to Ramsay, betrayed Ned, manipulated Lysa, and played every house like a fiddle. His motto?
Chaos is a ladder.
But for most fans, chaos was a one-way ticket to pure hate. Cersei Lannister. She blew up the Sept of Baelor. Thousands died, including the High Sparrow, Queen Marjorie, and her own uncle. And she did it with a glass of wine in hand. She tortured Ellaria Sand, enabled Joffrey, and used the mountain as her personal executioner. Cersei wasn't just evil, she was calculated, and somehow, that made her even scarier. The top tier of disdain. These are the names that broke the fandom, not because they were evil from the start, but because they promised greatness and delivered chaos. Daenerys Targaryen, the breaker of chains, became the burner of children. For 7 seasons, we rooted for her. Freed slaves, executed tyrants, survived betrayal after betrayal. Then, one bell rang, and she torched King's Landing. Women, children, innocents, all turned to ash in one episode. Her fall wasn't just shocking, it felt like a betrayal of the audience's trust. And that hurt. Bad. Jon Snow, the fan favorite, the bastard turned king. He had honor, loyalty, and the most frustrating indecisiveness in Westeros. He ignored warnings, blindly trusted Daenerys, and got countless people killed. Then, just when the realm needed leadership, he killed her and vanished beyond the wall like nothing happened. Fans didn't hate Jon because he was evil. They hated him because he was supposed to be better. And somehow, he wasn't. Bran Stark, the ultimate plot twist. The kid who said, "I can never be lord of anything," became king of everything. He didn't fight. He didn't lead. He barely spoke for 3 seasons. Then suddenly, bam! All hail Bran the Broken. His rise felt unearned, that awkward and forced. Sansa Stark. She started off as the delicate rose of Winterfell, dreaming of fairy tales, castles, and golden-haired princes. But Westeros crushed those dreams. And in return, she learned how to play the game. Still, fans didn't forget how it began. She betrayed Arya and sided with Joffrey. She ignored her family's warnings and stayed silent while her own father was executed. All for a crown that never came. As she grew colder, her choices got sharper and deadlier. She withheld key intel from Jon during the Battle of the Bastards, let thousands suffer just to prove she was right. She leaked Jon's Targaryen bloodline, knowing it could rip Daenerys' claim apart. And when the dust settled, Bran was crowned king, and Sansa immediately broke the North away, crowning herself queen. Some saw a survivor, strong, smart, strategic. Others saw a silent snake who learned from Cersei, Littlefinger, and Ramsay and became all 3. She didn't need fire or dragons to burn bridges. She just smiled and outlived them all. And that's what made fans love her, or loathe her. Fans weren't just confused, they were furious. These characters had it all, and threw it all away. That's the kind of hate that sticks. So, who takes the crown as the most hated? Joffrey? Ramsay? Or maybe someone else entirely? Let me know your pick in the comments, because Westeros is full of hate, but your opinions might just start a war. And hey, if you're still recovering from Season 8 like the rest of us, hit that subscribe button. We've got way more Game of Thrones breakdowns coming soon.